Hi, good people. Welcome back to my channel. It's Teacher Grace Njoki. Welcome back to this channel. Actually, it's been over 10 months. I did a video here, educational video, and I kind of didn't feel motivated. I kind of felt reluctant doing another video. So I did a video on how to pass English grammar in KCPE, and I promised to do the composition part of it, but I'm sorry I didn't do it sooner. So it's been over 10 months, and so from that video I realized that people have been watching, and I've been getting feedback from a few students or parents, and others have reached out to my inbox and have requested me to do the part 2 of the video of how to pass composition. So I hope you'll get one or two things. I'm not going to check anywhere. I'm just going to share basically basics about composition writing that of course could be of help and could help you to write a very, very good composition. And of course, you need to score an A, and every part of English, that is grammar and composition, is very important. So if it's your first time watching this video, go check out the other part where I did the grammar aspect, and of course probably it's going to help you. If you like this video, give it a like, leave a comment, and also consider subscribing. I remember when I did that video, I was less than 10 subscribers. Right now we are at 90, so we are progressing. But actually my main motivation is knowing that somebody watched, give me feedback, and told me, teacher, I was able to learn something. That keeps me and makes me feel satisfied, and I feel good even if the video does not have many views. As long as at least I didn't do it for nothing, at least 2 students or 1 student was helped, that is it. Actually I feel happy, and that's why I was motivated to do the part 2 of the video. So for the composition part of it, it is very simple and clear. You only need to have understood all the primary school themes. You only need to have understood all the primary school themes, and I want to believe all these themes have been addressed in our books. Whether your school you do primary English, whether your school you do keynote English, whether your school you use new progressive or other support materials, I want to believe all those books revolves around the themes that you're supposed to learn about in primary school. I may not be able to understand all the themes, but one fact is that in KCPE, they're not going to get things from heaven or ideas from heaven or from wherever. They're going to talk about things that you've been learning in primary school, right from the time you joined class 1. All the themes that you've been learning about school, you've been learning about my pet. Basically, those are the basics, right? So themes in primary schools are very, very important for you to understand the different themes. So as a student, I want to tell you that it's not late. It's not late to go try and look at the various themes. Before I talk about the different themes, I also want to talk another very important aspect. When you're writing a composition, your composition should only have 3 important areas. Only 3 important areas. Your composition will involve writing about your home, about what happens on the way to school, and also what happens at school. So those are the key areas where your composition entails. All those themes that you're going to talk about, all the themes that you've been taught by your teachers. I'm sure you've been taught by your teachers. Maybe here you just hear something maybe you never heard from your teacher, but most of the things we teachers, we teach them because they are there in the syllabus. So these themes involves all the themes. There are very many, and I cannot exhaust all of them. All the themes I've said, they entail home, on the way to school, and the school. And you'd wonder, I live near the school, so what am I going to see on the way? Well, don't take it literally. I'm going to explain that soon. So I was saying, we have different themes. We have school, the obvious one. What happens in school? For example, we have when we are talking about school, we have sports. They happen at school. We have music festivals, we have drama festivals. All those things revolve around school. So when you be writing about a composition, for example, a drama festival, where will the journey start? It will start from home. You prepared yourself from home. So definitely home is touched. On the way, on your way, where will you, which you're going to use the way to where the drama festival is going to take place. So definitely on the way is involved. And of course, the drama festival is going to take place on the way, somewhere on the way, in a town hall or wherever, in a certain hall. So that is on the way. Where the hall is not your home, it's not school, but it's on the way. So that is just but a simple scenario. If you're going for a school trip, if you're writing about a school trip and you're going somewhere, so definitely the school trip will start from home. You need to prepare yourself. And I know you love very much to prepare yourself. So don't prepare yourself the whole page. And then you have, students, I don't know, they like writing, oh, I woke up at the crack of dawn when the birds were singing their melodious song. I took my whatever breakfast. It's okay, it's good. But don't waste a lot of time there preparing yourself. And then you forget the other important ideas or your story. So if you're writing about a travel or a journey, just explain to us about your preparation in one paragraph and then go straight to the body. We also, another part of a conversation is a conversation has an introduction, and that one you have been told, a body and conclusion. So you must ensure that your body carries the main ideas of the day. Every idea, bring it out in an interesting manner. So as I was saying, our composition entails those very important areas. So we have got other themes like a court of law. What happens at a court of law? You also need to understand what happens at a court of law, what happens at an airport. Right now we have an SGR station. You need also to understand what happens there. Because at times, if you don't have an idea of every theme, you will not be able, if a conversation is brought about what happens at an airport and you have no idea what happens at an airport, definitely you're going to float. You'll be writing things that we got to the airport and we boarded the airplane. So you don't have the knowledge exactly what happens at an airport. So you need to understand. So if you're a student and you have not done that, visit all the themes in primary school. I might not be able to mention them all, but I know you know them. So I have given you the sports, there's floods, for example, celebrations. We have wedding, we have birthdays, we have festivals like the drama festivals, the music festivals. We have sports, we have ball games and athletics. There's so much that you need to learn. We have calamities like floods. We have famine, drought, all those. You need to understand now that I have this theme of transport. And now, for example, you're talking about an airport. What are the vocabulary? So equip yourself with the right vocabulary for each theme. So if you're a student, go write down the themes you have learned in primary school. If any theme is brought in KCPE, can you be able to write about it? And how do you know you're able to write about it? Go back to those stories you have learned, get the vocabulary for each theme, write the best sentence structures, have the theme, the vocabulary for each theme, and the sentence structures. And I want to believe different books, different composition books have got those areas. They will guide you on the themes. If it's about a wedding, there are those if about theme, a wedding, it's a celebration. There are those vocabulary that you need to use of what happens at a wedding. You know them, the bride, the groom, the reception, all that. You know those themes in each vocabulary in each theme. So equip yourself, go write the themes down, show the themes. I might not be able to handle all of them. Get the themes, write the vocabulary. The most important thing, write the vocabulary for each theme you will understand, and the sentence structures, and also ensure that you have the knowledge of what happens. We have seen students talk of this. Most students like writing about kidnap. I don't know why. So when they get kidnapped and then the people that are arrested, they talk of the person who was arrested was taken to jail. No, there you are wrong. When a person is arrested, is not taken straight to jail. The person, of course, is taken to police station. And of course, there is the aspect of trial before the person is put to jail. So those are the key things that you need to understand. If you're traveling by air, of course, you don't do the booking on that day. That is not the day you go say, I want to go to a certain country. No, of course, there is a prior booking and buying of the tickets. So you need to understand all this, what really happens at every theme, and equip yourself with the right vocabulary, equip yourself with the right sentence structures, and you'll be good. So I think for the themes I have exhausted, and if I have not, you can, if you have a question, you can always ask down here, or you can, I'm going to indicate my email here. The other area that you also need, I've talked about vocabulary, very important for each theme, and also the sentence structures for each theme. Sentence structures for each theme. There is also the area of punctuation. You need to punctuate your work. Punctuation involves full stop, comma, exclamation mark, colon, semicolon, all those. Use them appropriately. Use them appropriately. Properly punctuate your work. If you need to write a good composition, ensure it has a full stop where it's needed. There's a question mark. Where you need this to use the speech marks, ensure you have used them appropriately. If you're writing about the reported speech or the direct spoken words by a person, be very, very keen on that, because that's why you are likely to lose a lot of mark if you don't properly punctuate your work. I want to believe your teachers have told you about this. The other thing is the tenses. Tenses are very important when you're writing about a composition, because you need to understand what tenses are needed here. My story, if I'm writing about what happened in the past, of course, I'm going to write about past tense. So the past tense has the past continuous tense. So you need to check all these tenses. If you're writing something that happening, check out the present continuous tense, future continuous tense. Visit the tenses. I want to believe your teachers have taught about that. Please visit the tenses and you'll be safe, so that when you are learning about all this, you're going to learn how to use them when you're writing a composition. The other thing is that students tend to think that there is grammar for composition and grammar for the English for grammar and composition. That is not true. Everything you learn in grammar, that is what you should use when you're writing about a composition. If you're learning about antonyms, synonyms, if you're learning about correlatives, I think the only problem comes in when you're doing question tags. The question tags, you're not supposed to use contract in composition writing. Then, most of the times in question tags we have some contract aspect of it, but every other aspect of English, everything you learn, whether it's subject verb agreement, whether it is personal pronouns, how to use them in a sentence, all those things, you need to use that in composition writing. Because now if you have equipped yourself very well in grammar, now when it comes to composition writing, you will not have a problem in composition writing. So check on those areas. Everything you learn how to use it. Adverbs, use adverbs. For example, if you say, I walked home, that sentence is correct. But if you say, I quickly walked home, you see you have added some value to that sentence, I quickly. So you've added an adverb. I ate food. That sentence is correct. But if you describe how you ate the food, it's going to better your sentence. The sentence is going to look good, but you have also showed that you know how to use an adjective, you know how to use an adverb. So use those words. Everything that you learn in grammar, use them appropriately. Use them appropriately and you will be, you'll be good. The other area that students tend to... Just a minute. Okay, sorry, someone interrupted. So the other area that you also need to look at is the handwriting. Well, the handwriting does not have the mark, but of course, a good handwriting is going to attract whoever is going to mark. So don't write badly because handwriting does not contribute to the final mark. It can contribute indirectly without you knowing, because the impression you create on your composition is going to make the one who is marking your composition to give you good mark or not. Also write well when you are writing your composition. So don't take it just for granted. You just assume, oh, composition does not, the composition, my handwriting does not contribute to the final mark. No, that is not the case. So it's good to to write, of course, with a good handwriting. So handwriting is also a key thing. There's another thing. So, and also when you're writing about these things, very important here, listen and listen good. Don't write about a situation whereby you died, because if you died, who is writing for us the conversation? Don't write a conversation whereby you beat the teacher or you beat your mother. Well, it's going to raise some alarm. It's going to look like, what kind of a person is this? So be very careful when you're writing a composition. Don't be vulgar in your writing. So those are the other areas. You must be a very good writer. You understand. You have good command of language. You have equipped yourself with the right vocabulary. You have written very well with the right sentence structures. You've punctuated your work. But now your language is vulgar. So that one is going to make yourself get disqualified. So be a student. I keep telling my learners, be a student. Just be a student. Don't be ambiguous when you're writing. Don't get vocabulary there too. That is why I've told you each thing in primary school, it has got its vocabulary at your level, the level of primary school, not in the university, but at the level of primary school. So don't look for ambiguous words that whoever is going to mark is trying to go look for a dictionary to check what you've written. So those are the areas that you really need to check out. I hope I have not forgotten anything, but if I've forgotten and you feel like there's an area that you need to be helped, kindly feel free to ask anything in grammar, anything in composition writing, anything, feel free. So I hope you've learned something and this video is of help. I say it again, once again, give it a like, comment, and please remember to subscribe. Thank you.